No nanny questions.
It was fun. Nice gift, I thought. Anytime you see your character being shown in a different light, it's always exciting for an actor because it means new challenges. And I think this character, a lot of elements are still being added, which is cool because a lot of the other characters have been flushed out in the first couple of seasons or so, but Ando is still being explored. So, that keeps me guessing, and I think that's exciting.
So do you know what's going to happen, whether that will happen?
Yes and no. I mean, I know some of the things that are coming up, but then again, we're sort of entering a whole new realm when next volume starts. So, but I can tell you that, I mean, if he's been a fun character so far, imagine him with another toy to play with.
And tell us about working with Massey. Have you guys built up quite a good friendship?
It's fun because, we get to do the comedic elements of the show, which it wouldn't really work in other contexts, and when you have two characters who are sort of fish out of water and constantly getting into different shenanigans in different places, it keeps things interesting. We're probably the only storyline where we could incorporate some physical comedy, and it still works. And I think that's what's fun about the show. There isn't really other shows out there that are ensemble and multi-plot that's able to sort of kind of go away for a little bit and have a laugh. And, seeing him getting smacked around by a shovel, that never gets old. I could watch that like 50 times in a row.
And what do you make of your fans around the world? Because you're so popular in places like Iceland.
Really thankful. I'm so glad BBC does such a great job of presenting us. And fans been so great. Australia, Europe, and everywhere from France and Germany to Asia. That's what's cool about this show, because one of the themes of the show is that we're all sort of connected in somehow. And what the show has been doing is exactly that, is have all these people around the globe get into a dialogue about the show and discussing and dissecting. So that's cool. That's cool to be part of.
Which is why I was being included in that, and then I started looking at my IMDb page. I thought,
Is that Hayden? Yeah. What's Hayden's dress?
Ports 1961.
Cool. I guess so. And
I think I was just crying.
so you seem to be developing quite a nasty rash on the show. You're the first person that I can...
I know. You got anything for that?
No.
No? I should go to the chemist and sort something out for myself.
What's that been like to play, though, that it's sort of got darker and a bit...
It's fun. I mean, it's nice to play kind of dark, twisted things and to play a little bit evil, especially when your character has been, such a goody-goody. It's always nice to break out and try something new, which I've gotten the chance to do this season. It's been so much fun. It's the most fun I've ever had. It's great. It's been really physical, and there's been, the prosthetic makeup is the only thing that I can complain about. It, I come in 4 hours earlier than everybody else to get that stuff put on. So that's the only downside, I think.
And you do some sort of crazy running and jumping as well. Are you on wires for that? Or?
No. I actually just run and jump and climb the walls. For some of it, I'm on wires. Yeah, for some of it, I'm on wires, and others they cheat the wall so that when it looks like I'm crawling up it, I'm actually crawling down a wall and that kind of thing. But I've been doing a lot of the stunts myself, which has been a lot of fun. All the flips and everything has been me on a wire. But
have you been quite battered and bruised for this series?
I have. I am a bit sore. I should treat myself to a massage at some point.
So nothing's sort of quite set in stone with Heroes. Do we know that you're going to definitely become this monster that we see in the future? Can you give us a hint? Or?
I don't know. I mean, I certainly hope not, because as we're going to see in the next few episodes, what you become like as this thing progresses is not good. It's not good, and there's another person that is going through this, and we're going to see through this person what the end result can be, and it's not good. And I think it really shocks Suresh, and if he needed more of a reason to try and cure this, he gets it really, really quickly.
Sounds exciting.
No, it should be.
So just finally as well, for your fans around the world, I mean, what do you make of sort of the countries that you go and visit and the reaction that you guys get?
It's really humbling, you know, just to go, like when we go back to the UK, I go back probably twice a year to London to see family, and you don't think of anybody knowing you outside. I mean, because you're in the U.S., you just don't think that the show is in, I think it's 236 countries now. So it's kind of everywhere you go, you get stopped and you get your picture taken, and it's very humbling. It's just flattering. You know, how could, if somebody wants to take a picture with you, like how difficult is that? Because they enjoy something that you do. It's great. So when they start throwing tomatoes at you, that you should be concerned. Yeah.
Brilliant. Very nice to meet you.
By seeing how everything comes together. Is the cast kind of coalescing? Are we starting to see it? It seems like we're going through several books. Some of the cast.
Well, here in the States, we are 6 episodes into the new season. You know, we hit the ground running with such tremendous pace of storytelling. There's a tremendous amount of adrenaline, and we are telling one big story this volume, as opposed to some multiple stories that then converge with one another. This is one big giant story, and so it's been fun to sort of work within, like I said, kind of one narrative.
And people have really sort of taken to the heroes, villains thing. Was that sort of a way of you guys drawing more viewers back to you, do you think?
Well, we always had this idea of doing a volume called Villains. It just felt like it was an obligatory volume to do. And we knew that if we had created all of these people who were so-called heroes, that the idea of villains is not just the people out there who are villainous, it's our characters themselves having to decide which side they're on. Are they good or are they evil? And every one of our characters will be, before the course of the volume is through, will be tested and made to decide which side they're on.
So give us some gossip. Which character will we be sort of most surprised by what happens to them? Can you give us
well, I think Siler has some very surprising elements coming up. So does... oh God, you know, so many of them do. I mean, the idea with this kind of storytelling is that we generate so much story because we have so many characters to and everybody, I think, has a big turn. There are some characters who choose a side that is unexpected to us, and we root for them to make the right decisions.
And obviously you're hugely popular around the world. I mean, how important are the US ratings compared to sort of how you're doing?
Well, it's an ever-changing world right now as far as ratings, because people are finding the show in so many platforms, different platforms. We now have, you know, the DVR, the TiVos, that whole phenomena is so huge with our show, as is the online, people watching it online, streaming it with extra content and with commentary, when they want it, how they want it, without commercials, you know. So there's all these opportunities to watch the show in different ways, and so the sort of old-fashioned Nielsen ratings are very, it's a paradigm that's shifting really quickly, and a show like Heroes that reaches a younger, more tech-savvy demographic is really at the forefront of that paradigm shift of how people are watching. So when you add all the content, all those various platforms together, the show is, I think, still being watched by as many people as ever.